So in this BIOS level exactly it will be going to take care of validation of the input output. Some of the cases if you might be seen here, okay, in Windows operating system, if your keyboard is not mounted, especially in desktop environment, you will see that press F1 to the skip or reconnect it. This kind of the messages you would have seen that one. In the same way, it is keep on validating into the BIOS prompt. This BIOS prompt, each and everything, whatever the devices have there, everything it will be calculating, validating, and updating to the kernel. So the kernel is nothing but exactly it is a kind of the boss of the operating system. It will be collecting all the details of your operating system details, where the data will be embedded, and all the checkpoints will be under the control of the kernel. That kernel we are calling as a here operating system. This operating system will be holding of full-fledged information of your operating system. All levels of checkpoints will be holding upon. So here, as I said you earlier, so in BIOS prompt, once you power on the button, BIOS prompt, it will calculating the details or whatever may be the information, it will keep on throwing the updates. Okay, this is failed, this is okay, this is sorted out, some kind of information. Okay, so that is somewhat better. So what is a MBR? So what is a MBR means? So for example, if you go into the small example, MBR is stands for Master Boot Recorder. So this is a responsible for the loading of executing the grep loader. Okay, the concept of the MBR is that so once you power on your laptop, your server or anything, immediately your hard disk will be not into the ready state. Your hard disk is not into the ready state. So due to that, your operating system is not in a position to serve you better immediately. For example, if you go into the real-time example, you have a bike, you have a car. Okay, whatever may be the capacity of your bike, whether 220 cc or whatever may be the cc. First of all, you need to start the bike, right? We have a self-start. We have a kicker. Two types of the options will be there. So what is the purpose of the self-start and the kicker? So basically we need to start the services, right? Okay. So basically we are bothering about one. Okay, I need to start the my bike engine. For that purpose, I am going to pushing upon. I will create one fire over there. So that is the reason I'm using the self start. The self start is a small capacity of the battery or small capacity of the engine. It will help you to push the your engine services, nothing but it will initiate the services. Once it is started, then you can move on to the next step. Nothing but you can go to the first gear, second gear, or reverse gear, or you can go to the whatever may be the speed based on the your capacity of your hard disk or whatever may be the your engine. But the initial stage, who is pushing your services? This MBR is a master. Okay, it will help you to boost your services. This MBR is a small 512 KB files. Means if you want to say that the 10 lines of one small notepad, it will be consisting of, for example, the kernel operating system giving the responsibility to the MBR. Okay, MBR, these are the primary file system need to be come back. Once the server is up, these are the things should be come back. This information will be given by the kernel only. Here none of the operating system or none of the users will be interaction will be there, entirely under the control of the operating system. So the MBR will be having the one kind of the small information. That information will help you out to execute on bring up the services whichever is needed. For example, you can see that /dev HDA, /dev SDA. These are the, if you can see that later on, I will show you, these are the devices we are calling as bootable devices, like a root file system. This root file system will be going to be start immediately within a fraction of seconds. So for example, if you can see the Windows, okay, so the operating system is taking the responsibility to start the C drive. First of all, okay, don't bother about the D drive and D drive. Okay, First of all, I need to make sure that C drive should be up and running. That is what the operating system of Windows is expectations. Okay, based on our priority, it will going to be bring up the first server. If the C drive is up, obviously rest of the services, rest of the drives will be come back into the automatic stages. So here, what exactly we are going to perform it here? The MBR will be taking care of the responsibility. Whichever is needed, everything should be bring up and start the services. If you go into the recap once again, the BIOS will be taking care of the input output devices checklist, and coming to the MBR, the MBR is taking care of the all the bootable information. Okay, like what are the things are we need to be bring up the checklist, it will go into the next stage of execution is called MBR. Okay, any doubts? These 2 points, Manasa, Suresh, and others.
No problem.
Okay, so the third stage is that grub. This everything we are going to see into the few minutes into the practically also. I will show you that one. When you brought up the server, we can see the those areas also. So grub is nothing but it's a kind of the toll gate type. So usually in Windows operating system, just for the example I'm saying, whatever what is your operating system version means you can say that any one of the version, right? For example, my Windows operating system version is 10, like a 10.0 is my latest version operating system. Let it be if I ask to the other guy, so the other guy will explain you that probably the same version or maybe lower and higher version, maybe 9.0 means the bottom of the line he is going to update to that only one version only, right? The one version which is be reflecting over there, this version will be existed and executed into the operating system level. Whereas coming to the Unix environment, especially into the Linux environment, we do have the feasibility to run more than a 6 to 9 stages of different version level. For example, I have a Linux operating system version of 4, version of 5, version of 6, version of 7, version of 8, version of 9. I can keep a hold of all the images. I can run the show with any one other thing. For example, let it be client is looking for the 9 version. Okay, you can run the server with a 9 version. Make it as a, that is a preferable. You can run the thing. But we can have the backup of other versions. So why it is needed? Why it is Sachin, do you have any idea why we need to have the old versions?
No, sir, I don't have.
So simply, for example, your Windows operating system is there. Your 9.0 or whatever may be the latest version, sometimes you will see the blue screen, right? The blue screen is a representation of your operating system is facing the some kind of issue. Nothing but it is not able to perform as expected. You are getting the some issue, right? So in the moment of the time, what exactly it will going to be happen? Your operating system is not booting. You will be into the halt situation. You are not able to bootable the services. So in this situation, okay, especially for example, let it be in your server, you are holding the services called let it be Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, so right now your server is running with a 10.0 version. Due to the some of the situations, this 10.0 having the some issues, means particular operating system level, some corrupted or some issues. It will be regularly happening whether Windows or Linux, whatever may be. Some of the cases it will be happening. So without bringing down the services, the grub is the interface where it is a kind of junction type, toll gate type. In junction, okay, you can see that we will be have the number of ways. Okay, if you go into the Y junction, X junction, those type of the things, we will have the number of the ways to reach out to your destination. Whether you can go with a highway, you can go with a shortcut, or you can go with a different way. Whatever may will be the available, everything will be deciding factor from the grub only. The grub is the deciding factor where we can find out all the details here. So here what will be happening? Coming to the practical example, in practically what we are doing is some of the cases. the server is not booting up. It will be into the down due to the some of the reason. The client will come and ask you that, okay, the server is not pingable, not bootable. Okay, can you please check it out? So what we will use to do it, we are pinging, we are checking, we are going to the console. So after a lot of the troubleshooting, we can decide that this operating system is not booting from the 10 version as of now. As per the priority requisites, what we will do in grub prompt, instead of 10 version, I can boot the operating system into the 9 version. So if I boot the 9 version, the operating system will be booting from the 9 version. It will provide the services temporarily. Okay, I will bring up the application. I will hand over to the user. I will mention that 10 version is having some sort of the issues. Maybe we need a proper downtime, maybe proper week of time or non-business hours. We can do the modification. We can sort out the issue. So on the moment of the time, we will insert a disk or whatever maybe. We can do the repair work or FSCK. I will tell you there is some sort of the repair work will be there. We will do the repair work. So what is the primary advantages here? We are make sure our business should be up and running all the times. To make that one, I'm making the alternative options also keeping ready. For example, you have a bike. Okay, you have a car. You have a car. Why you need a bike? Okay, as per the need of your requirement, if you are going more than two members, if you're going a long drive, that will your car will be better. Okay, in the same scenario, you can make a use of the bike also. This is a kind of optional activities. You have a bike, a car, a cycle. Based on your needs, you are going to be run the your show. But coming to our situation, I'm having the number of cars. Okay, I'm a very rich person, so I will be having one, two, three cars. Monday one car, Tuesday one car, like that. So it depends upon if you're seeing the some of the billions they're maintaining, right? But coming to the production ways, we are not able to make the sustainability like that. Okay, we are keeping the backup. We are not we are not modifying like every day one operating system. We are not at all doing like that. Okay, so just in a safer case, if we are not in a position to bring up the services, we are not in a position to sort out the services, in the moment of the time, we are going to recalculate, we are going to remodify with a due to the this grub prompt. The grub prompt will be help you out to select the services or whichever operating system. So grub is nothing but grand unified bootloader. The grand unified bootloader is one of the stages where the operating system is loading exactly here and the image will be executing here. So the grub prompt will be showing here. I will show you that how to do that. Okay, let me show you practically. So these are my VMware. Let me start the my VMware. You can see that what exactly. So the starting of the VMware is nothing but you can see that I am power oning the button. Okay, once I power on the button, so what are the changes will be happening? You can see that now the this is the all the bias is already completed. Now it was this is the grub prompt. You are seeing right? Whatever it may be, let me. So the grub prompt will be showing that there is a 3 to 4 types of the lines, right? Those are the grub prompt. Their operating system will be desetting. Since I am holding the only single version of operating system, it is taking by default. In my production environment, we are having the 6 type of versions we'll be having. So you can see that operating system is completed all the 7 phases and it is booted in fraction of seconds. In this fraction of seconds, if you're facing any kind of the issues, it will be making the changes. Let me restart the server. You can see that. So this is the grub prompt. This is a grub prompt is nothing but so here it will be listing out. You can see that you can list out okay the version of the thing is 6.12 something something something. Okay, different versions will be there. Here in production environment, we will be having the more than three, also minimum three versions will be supported by the Red Hat. Nothing but Red Hat recommendation is that if you are into the production environment, that is always a better to keep a hold of minimum three versions of operating system always be ready. Why means if any one of the situation, any one of the thing will be not in a position to bootable means you can boot up the services from the next version. For example, let it be this is a 10 version. Your operating system is booting over there. Due to the some of the cases, it is not performing as expected. So what we will do, we are coming to here, just you are using the up and down arrow and selecting whatever the version you want to boot it and hitting the enter. So once you hit the enter, automatically it will be boot up the services. Automatically it will be boot up the services without any delay. So here my operating system is selected and what exactly happening, if you can see that here, this is the BIOS prompt. Everything it will be making as okay, 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 means the checklist. You can see that some of the things are failed. It will keep on noting that in these phases, if anything is problematic, means automatically your bias will stop. So bias is something like that, in our homes, our old persons will be there, right? Like a mother-in-law, father-in-law. They are very authentic and nothing but, very strict into the some of the cases. In the something like that, these are the things also, bias also, it is a very strict. Once it is a past, then only it will move on. Small, small things, it is a neglectable. But if it's related to the disk, it is related to some of other cases, it won't be accept the situation as expected. So that is the reason you can see that it is validating the each and everything particular disk. Dev disk by this particular information, it is keep on validating. You can see that start running. So it is keep on validating what exactly they happened to that disk. Okay, whether it is everything is fine or not. Everything it is keep on validating. It will take you the fraction of moments of the time based on your disk capacity. For example, your C drive is in terabytes, your C drive is in gigabytes or whatever may be. So based on your increasing of the capacity, sometimes it will take the little bit of the time to validate the things also. Once a validation is everything is done, then only it will go to the next phase. You can see that once it is completed, then it is validating everything. Again, there is a Apache some services, it is failed. Okay, Apache is some kind of third party, it is ignored. Now I got a login prompt. Okay, so this is a way how I am completing the booting process in fraction of seconds. This won't be take the more than a second, 2-3 minutes. But the problem here is that we need to make sure that everything should be completed within a timeline limit. So here the grub is a deciding factor. If you go into the recap of the things, BIOS is a nothing but taking care of the all the output devices, and the MBR is a taking care of the initializing the disk, and the grub is nothing but taking care of the start the operating system. Okay, so these are the path of the file, and each and everything will be there. I will show you that one also once I log into the server. So next is that kernel. If you can see that into that BIOS, MBR, grub, kernel. So this kernel also taking care of some of the responsive. What exactly it will take care of the responsibilities? The kernel is often be referred as the core of any operating system. Okay, the Linux includes, it has a complete control over everything in your system. The control is something like that boss of particular the operating system. For example, entire Linux, the kernel is a boss. Like in our family, like a father and mother, how it will be, they are act upon, right? Nothing but they are the boss of the families. If you want to take the decisions, if you want to take the execute, if you want to do the modification, if you want to do the validation, everything, they are going to perform the all the things. So kernel also in the same way, they are going to do the validation, they are going to do the modification, each and everything based on the same scenario. The kernel will be holding off validation, execution, modifications, and reinitialization. Everything will be validated by the kernel. So this kernel stays exactly all the major core file system will be started. till now here, when coming to the one step back, grub prompt what exactly will done? Okay, I decided the my path of execution. Okay, I want to go with this one particular path. I decided I started the journey. So in this journey, kernel is one of the milestone. So this kernel will help you out to you can reach your destination. This kernel will be the full image of your operating system will be loaded into the kernel phase. Means, for example, your operating system in MBR phase, what it is there, some portion of information, nothing but like only boot the C drive. But coming to the my reality, my Windows in a MBR state, it is said that only boot the C drive. Coming to the reality, C drive only not the I am using, right? I am using the D drive and E drive also. So due to that, the kernel will be taking the deciding factor. It will make you the sync up of everything. Nothing but your operating system level, your file system level, your disk level, your data level, and whatever the IO devices level, each and everything, it will make you the perfect execution up to date. And moreover, when coming to the one step back, this MBR already has some sort of the data, right? A C drive. But the C drive also it is started some portion only, which are needed. So here it will be validate and it will make sure that no duplicate data execution will be happening. Means C drive only there is some part of other data will be there. We don't want to be miss up those data. So it will re-execute and make sure that it will be part of the execution. Nothing but it will avoid the duplication of the data and it will initiate, it will start the services, it will make ready. Nothing but now your bike you started the key, you click on the self start. Now your bike is ready to go. Now everything is fine, whether you want to go with the first gear, second gear, everything. Now you are in ready state. Based on your engine capacity, you can do the your traveling. So the kernel stage is nothing but your bike engine is started and it is ready to go. That is the state. It is the fourth stage. Your bike is ready. Okay, but the first three stages nothing but inserting of the key. Okay, after that self start, after that whether you if you want to use for the grub is a kind of the clicker, whatever it may be. Okay, so all three stages are initial stages of start your bike. Fourth stage will be your bike will be ready to go with a proper full-fledged format. Okay, so fifth stage will be init state. What is a init stage? Initialization state. So as I said you earlier yesterday, Windows is a graphical user mode. Okay, but Windows is having the command line mode also. Command line mode is nothing but PowerShell we are having in Windows. So coming to the reality, by default, most of the people are using the Windows as a graphical user mode. Okay, so as I said you earlier, in my server also, let me open new server. I will show you some of the things into the server level. You can see that this is my server, whatever the server I started right now. Okay, so uptime is one of the command. We can see that what is the server, how much of time it was up. Okay, all the details. Okay, cat slash etc Red Hat release will help you out. What is the version of the operating system it is loaded? Even your operating system or uname hyphen r also will give. These are the things we are going to discuss. Just I'm explaining you that. Okay. So here run level RUN. So run level. So this run level is one of the concept. Okay, your operating system is loaded into the three mode. Okay, your operating system is loaded into the three version, means it is a command line. So this is the run levels. It is the phase where the operating system is decided. For example, the client is mentioning that. Okay, he come up with a connecting with one of the company. He said that I need a 40 servers. All the 40 servers will be the operating system should be 10.0 version. Okay, and he will tell you the different type of the capacity of operating system. Nothing but 5 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, 1 TB of hard disk, whatever it may be. Okay, the properties of the environment he defined that, and he mentioned one of the point as a part of the security. Make sure that particular server should be run on command line only. The server should be run on command line only, not a graphical user mode. He defined you that. Okay, nothing but when you start your operating system, you won't get a graphical interface. You will get the only command line interface. If you want to see that, see right now I started my servers. What is the interface I received? Command line, right? Right now I received the command line interface. I haven't received the any kind of the graphical interface. So for example, if I receive the graphical interface over there, let me, you can see that I have one more server. I'm just starting this server. Once I start this server, you will see that what exactly the status you will receive. Let me see that what exactly the status. Grub prompt completed. Now it is selected the operating system. Now it is going for the validation. Okay, let me go for the validation. Here the initialization step is happening. Nothing but you want to boot the server from the server level 3 or server level 5. Everything is validation is happening. Now it is loading. You can see that. It is loading. So based on your operating system capacity, okay, the speed also will be differ and your hardware capacity, how much of your RAM you allocated, how much of the space you allocated. So by the time we load, we can see that. So run levels, especially initialization steps, we are calling as different type of the run levels will be there. Init 0, init 0 is for the power off. Init 1 is for the rescue mode. Unit 3 is a 2 is majorly we are using for the only administration purpose. Okay, we are not using into the run level wise. Okay, 1 is nothing but we are using the rescue mode. 3 is nothing but multi-user target. It is a command line mode. 5 is nothing but a graphical user mode. So right now my server is running, this server is running, okay, in 3 version. Nothing but it is not going to the graphical user mode. It is running only with the command line mode only. Okay. If you want to do the changes of the make it as a graphical also, we can do the changes. We have a, separate session for that one. I will show you that one as a part of the troubleshootings. Okay. So this one is taking the time. So run level 6 is nothing but a reboot. For example, if you want to reboot the server, okay, no need to go over there. Right click on this one, power and restart the server. No need of this operation is needed. You can directly from the server, okay, you can trigger init 0. Init 0 is for shutdown. Init 6 is for the reboot. We can do that from here itself. Init 5 is nothing but graphical user mode. But graphical user mode, if you want to trigger means we need to use some sort of additional steps we need to done. 6 is nothing but automatically your server will be rebooted. So no need to trigger anything here. If you want to go with means the run level will help you out to trigger your operating system into the start, stop and re-execute and any administration activities also it will be happening. You can see that your operating system is reloading. Nothing but rebooted from the command line itself. Now it is reloading. So these are the different types of run levels. So run levels are 7. 0, 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay, 0 to 6 will be there, and 2 is not, it is under the control of kernel only. Okay, so these are the different run levels will be there. Okay, and once it is done, your run level will start the operating system. So this last phase is nothing but user interaction phase. So whatever the run level you choose, automatically that run level will into the come to the picture. So if you're going to the top, BIOS will start all the input output device modifications and validation. MBR will kind of the your self start. It will start the your services which are the primarily master boot recorder, the capacity of 512 bytes KB. Okay, the grub is nothing but it is a kind of the toll gate, grand unified unified bootloader. Okay, it will help you to, okay, select the which operating system you want to select and which version you want to select. The roadmap will be decided over there into the grub prompt. So once a grub prompt is selected, then the kernel will be loaded full-fledgedly into the kernel prompt, means full-fledged of your operating system, full-fledged of capacity, everything is reloaded. From here you can able to perform all these things, means initialization will be, it's a kind of the deciding factor where you want to run the show with a command line or where you want to run the show with a graphical user mode. So whatever the installation you will given, automatically then run level will execute the things. So any doubts here? Anyone? Anyone having the doubts?
No, Pawan.
So this won't be come in a single interaction. Okay, little bit of the groundwork, at least we need to go through the document. Okay, but that is the reason I embedded with a real-time example. When you start the bike, what are the stages will be there? Same stages you will be seeing here. But the terminology wise, we need to be little bit of, we need to gone through the things. Okay, so this is about the booting process. The booting process, how it will be there, and what are the stages will be there, each and everything. This document will help you out. This is there in share folder also. You can able to access into the share folder. Okay, so apart from that, we do have a one more thing. So hope everyone is having so this is about how to set up the our lab. Okay, if you can see that this is my VMware. Inside my VMware, I install the operating systems and I am performing the things. In the same way, you people also need to have nothing but so you people are having the already VMware setup. Otherwise, any kind of any idea on how to do that? How to download the VMware? So
No.
okay,
Okay, this we don't have.
okay.
Okay.
So this
So
document
this
will help
document
you
will
out.
help you out.
So this
So
document
this
will be help
document
you
will
out
be help you out
how to download
how
the
to
VMware
download the VMware
workstation.
workstation.
Getting the echo.
Getting the echo.
Getting the sound echo, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So here we are having the Broadcom. So Broadcom is one of the company, the VMware company. Okay. So this Broadcom will help you out, provide our services. Nothing but, for example, this is the standard company of the VMware, official company. Earlier it was under the control of the VMware. Right now Broadcom is a company. It was taken the all the things. So this company will help you out if you want to perform any kind of services, downloading of VMware products. Everything you can perform from the here itself. Just click on, go to the portal. Okay, you can register yourself. So if you don't have anything means you need to go for the register yourself. Okay, so once you register, you will see like this. You will see the web page like this. So you
This
will
one is
see,
license. This one is license free, no?
yeah, it's a license
Yeah, it's a
free.
license
No
free.
need to pay
No need
anything.
to pay anything.
Okay, so you can select the latest version. Let me see here. It is into the another login. Let me open that one. I will show you that one. Okay, okay, so search portal. If you want to register means go to the register here. Okay, so here you need to provide the some sort of the details. Okay, whatever the username. No need to give the, your company details and all. You can give the you can like your mail ID, Gmail mail ID only, and you can go for the next. Once you went to the next, you will see the details like this. It will ask you the some basic information, your name and details, some sort of address details. It will ask you that. So just you provide, you create a login over there. Okay. So once you logged in, so let me log in here. The document is there with all the images, but still I'm showing you that. Okay. So you will get a login prompt here. Okay. Login with your mail ID. This is the my mail ID I created myself. I'm working on it. Okay, so go to the my downloads and make sure that go for the only free downloads. No need to pay any single rupee in our process. Okay, go to the downloads. You can click on here, free software downloads available. Just click on here. You will see the downloads here. Okay, so here you can select VMware. You can select the VMware. Okay, in VMware you can see that, so everything here also there. You can see that like VMware Workstation Pro. VMware Workstation Pro is nothing but this is the whatever I am using. This one is there, right? This particular thing is nothing but VMware Workstation Pro. Just you can click on the VMware Workstation Pro. It will prompt you here. You can see that right now you are downloading for Windows purpose or Linux purpose. Right now I am installing on Windows, right? So Windows, these are the different versions are there. If you want means you can download any one of the version. So just click on the version, automatically it will download. Maybe at the time of downloading, maybe it will ask you the some sort of, you need to agree the things. For example, you need to agree means you need to click on the terms and conditions. Just click on that one, click on the this one and click on download. So some of the cases it will ask you the some of the basic information like your address and some sort of additional details. Okay, if you ask this detail means just share me, don't need to give the clarity of details, real details, whatever you know, just you can draft it, that's it. Means whatever the address, whatever the phone number, maybe it will ask you the pin code, just randomly give the some pin code. Okay, just for the record purpose only, it will take you that one, then this will be enabled, then you can go for the download of the particular VMware. Okay, so these are the details, it will ask you that. Okay, so you can give the whatever the things you like it. Okay, no need to give the mandatory, but make sure or wherever the star mark is there, you can give the those details as a part of the primary. Once you click on those details, automatically it will be accept you for the download. So once you click on the download, okay, automatically it will be downloaded. So once this is downloaded, okay, then you can go for the installation of the process. How you can install? The installation will be happening like this. In the same thing, double click on that one, accept, next, okay, next, next, next. desktop. Just go for the next only. You will see the image into the your desktop. On that, once you finalized, you will see the image. Once the image is available, you can see the once you double click on that one, you can see the VMware console here like this. Nothing but your VMware will be available like this. So right now I am having the VMware. Right now I need a operating system also, right? Right now I need to download the operating system also. And as I said you earlier, Unix is a free of operating system. I can download free of cost. So this is the operating system where I can download. Okay, you can go with yum.oracle.com, Oracle-Linux. So this is one of the operating system they are providing free of cost. Let me showcase you that one. So come here and you can see the different types of the operating systems are free of cost. It's available. Okay, don't go for the 10 version. Okay, because the latest version will be the image capacity will be very high. Since we are into the test environment, okay, the capacity is the very matters. So that is the reason always go for the less than 9.5, means preferable 8.9 to 9.5. Any one of the option you can go with that one. If you have a laptop is having the good enough of space, means go for the 10, because 10 is a recent one. Maybe debugging purpose, maybe there is a chance of latencies will be there. So whatever may be the operating system, you can see the two types of the things here. One is ISO based, second one is that AARCH based. So what is the difference over there means ISO based is a majorly kind of the calculation of full-fledged operating system where we can run the show without any internet. Okay, it's a kind of full-fledged disk where AARCH is majorly we are using for internet based. That is the first point. And the second point is that it is majorly we are using for the artificial intelligence or kind of those type of virtual and artificial activities. It will be very much useful. It's a lightweight. Okay, what exactly will happen means once we download it, it will always connecting with your software, means this portal, and it will collecting the packages. It is keep on updating every time. It's like your whatsapp once your internet is available, it is keep on updating itself. It will show you the information, right? In the same way it is also listing out all the information. Okay, here also don't go for ARCH for the testing purpose. Okay, ARCH is not recommendable by the production environment also. Production environment also, ARCH is not recommendable for all the cases. There is some set of the cases. The client is looking specifically, then only we are downloading this one. If not, we need to download the, just click on this one, automatically it will download. Automatically it will download, and make sure that okay, the entire operating system till download, don't disturb anything. Sometimes it is any small interruption happen also, just go for the resume. Okay, some of the cases there is a chances of small package is missed also. Again, you need to go for the reinstall, re-download. Okay, so that is the reason. Make sure that let him download at the time of downloading this operating system. Don't initiate anything. Always try to complete in one shot. Sometimes if it stopped also, ask them to reinitiate or resume. It will be automatically resume. But make sure that don't stop the services or don't download many things at the same time. One by one you can download. So now VMware is ready, operating system is ready. Once both of them are ready, then you need to install the operating system. How you are installing operating system? Just open your VMware. Inside of your VMware, select the things. For example, click on the create a new virtual machine, select new, and whatever the images will be there, select the particular image. So right now, so all my images are I stored into the software. Let it be. You will see the image like this DVD in the same format. Just select that one, okay, and click on the next. Next, you can make it as your demo 3. That is the name convention I given. Just click on next. 20 GB is a preferable. Okay, don't change the 20 GB because it will take you the 20 GB from the your hard disk only, and make it as a no need of any changes here. Go to the next, finish. So automatically the operating system will be loaded. It will complete within a fraction of some 5 to 10 seconds. So it is a loading. It will take you the little bit of the time to load the things because now we started the initialization, right? It will take you the image from the your operating system from the your laptop, wherever the source. From the source to destination, we are pushing the operating system. So it is starting. So you people are understanding, right? Any doubts? Any doubts? Otherwise, I am going fast or something. You people are having any doubts?
No, Pawan.
Hope you people are
Um,
understanding, right? Yeah. See, these are the two topics only we will be having the theory. Later on, we will be having the
We
most of
having
the
the most of
practicals
them
only.
practicals only.
It is
It is
CentOS
a
OS.
CentOS OS.
Sorry,
Sorry,
latest OS,
latest OS.
Operating system.
Operating system Cent-
Oracle, Oracle
Or
Linux.
okay, okay.
We can download CentOS also, Fedora also, whatever it may be. Okay, so since it is a providing, it is somewhat when compared to the CentOS, this is a little bit of fast, the services. You can see that here, the BIOS is taking care of everything here, copying, managing, repairing. So it is validating everything. So tomorrow holiday for all the companies for you guys. Most of the companies tomorrow holiday, right?
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, for me
Yeah,
tomorrow
for me
holiday,
tomorrow holiday,
but I am on
but I
call.
am on call.
In the initial stage only, it will take a little bit of the time because we are installing the operating system, right? It will take you the time to complete it. So I press the escape. I don't want to be checked right now. Maybe you can check the later. That is what I thought of that. So that is the reason what I said. I press the escape. So and moreover, if you want to perform any kind of actions, okay, for example, right now you can see that my cursor is outside. Okay, if you want to perform any kind of action inside this black screen, okay, keep middle and press enter. It will go inside. So once the cursor is inside, we cannot take it back. Okay, immediately it won't be back outside. If you want to release the cursor means control plus alt. Control plus alt will your cursor will get outside. So maybe with the practice you people learn. So this is what the console. In our companies also the VMware team will be holding up these images. Okay. So you can see that you can select the operating systems, whether English, and here root password. So the root password, whatever the thing, always I'm going with 123456. Okay, this is easy to remember. Okay, and make sure that you need to click on allow root SSH with a password. Okay, no need to lock the root account. In a production environment, we are locking this option, but right now we are in test environment. We are not going with the locking. Locking in the sense other people cannot be able to log in. Okay. So done. This is a completed. No need to go for the user creation as of now. Right now I am not going with any user creation. I am going with the root password only. I insert the password. Then select which is installation destination. So here we are not doing any changes here. It is a kind of displaying the information. The 20 GB of disk whatever we created, the particular disk is this is a particular name and it is selected and just it is going showing the properties of information. Just select the done. So once it is done, within a fraction of second you can see that highlight of the begin installation. So once you click on the begin installation, the operating system will be keep on uploading images. Nothing but right now whatever the images are you have, nothing but the packages in your local laptop, everything will be it is downloading inside the VMware. VMware it will make you the create one copy of image every time without internet also you can able to perform the things. Internet is not a mandatory. Without internet also you can run the show. So that is what right now it is installing of your packages. So it will take you the 2 to 3 minutes of the time to complete this task. So it is installing. It will take you the little bit of the time. Hope everyone is having the some 5 minutes, right? We can try to wind up this one.
Yeah, yes, bro.
So here what exactly will happening means all the packages from your local laptop it is copying one by one. It is creating the virtual image. That virtual image is nothing but the server will be creating one a virtual disk. That V disk we are calling as V disk, virtual disk. This disk will be holding of your image. That is we are usually people are calling right golden image. That image will be loading and you can see that how many packages we have. 1202 packages are downloaded from the website. That ISO image will be having the 1202 packages. Among them, everything it is validating each and everything one by one, one by one. Everything it will be copying to the particular VMware software, VMware server. So right now everything is copying and it is installing. Let him load.